The type of genre for this game being advertised is action and espionage. Conventions related to this would be guns, over-the-top violence, explosions, spies, and more. These types of conventions usually are successful for a product when aimed at a younger male audience, as they are the type of audience who most enjoy them. Advertising techniques. The advert takes the form of a parody, as for the time it was difficult to show actual game footage, so the advert uses actors recreating characters and concepts in a comedic way. This creates emotional response of humour, making the advert more enjoyable and rememberable to the audience. Even if the advert adopts a parody style, it still has some familiarities to relate with the game. The mise-en-scène used throughout the advert relates to the genre conventions of the game it is advertising. Examples of this are military props, costumes and speech, all fitting with both the game and its genre. The advert uses montage editing. This type of editing helps to increase the humour of the advert and the fast pace of the cuts stay placed in its genre. Non-diegetic music is used in this advert. The music itself sounds militaristic, again the military being associated with the game's genre of action. Another diegetic sound used is a narrator from one of the characters. This is used to tell a story to sell the game. Mietler's hierarchy of needs. This advert follows the self-actualization as it hopes to make the audience desire for self-fulfillment to have this game as a source of entertainment. Genre conventions. This advert is a sequel to the first game advert. This will make the genres exactly the same, as by comparing both of the advertisements they look at odds with one another, both of the same property of any action genre. As the series has become a more serious franchise, it moves from a parody-based adverts of past installments onto more updated advertising techniques. Gameplay footage. Unlike the last advert, it has now become accustomed to show gameplay in adverts. This promotes the game to relay to the audience what the game is like to play in its final version. Cinematics. The advert uses cinematic cutscenes from past games in the franchise. This helps to gain nostalgia points with fans who enjoyed any of the past games or haven't been followed the series from the beginning. Representation. This advert uses games graphics to its advantage. High quality graphics made the game much more appealing as any audience appreciates a good looking game. This is further backed up by the appearance of past games, showing how the series have improved over the years. This advert uses fast-paced editing cut into past games of the franchise by order. This helps to gain nostalgia from past fans and avoid confusing newcomers. This type of editing fits well with the conventions of action, that being quick and never stopping. This advert uses non-diegetic music over the fushes. This type of music builds up the tension until it changes into a more heartbeat and action-paced. Diegetic sounds are used from a scene from the game, loudly and shocking, again fitting with the genre conventions such as explosions. Close-up shots are used within the scene to place the audience in the action. Again, the mise-en-scène in this scene is similar to the first advert, that being military-based, being a convention of the game's genre. Hierarchy and needs. Again, this would fall under self-involvement to again fulfill the audience need for entertainment. Genre conventions is different from the rest as it mainly a fantasy action genre. The convention of both these genres types would be common classic tale of good versus evil, sword fighting, magic and monsters. This type of genre is very successful when aimed at a younger audience, as again, like the previous adverts, they're the type of people who most likely enjoy this genre. Advert techniques. Presentation. The advert shows off the high quality graphics. This shows how the game will look in its final form and intriguing the audience, as many would like the game just for its appearance. Gameplay. Again, gameplay footage is used in this advert, but it uses it in a way in which it shows different mechanics of the game, as to offer such a different abilities and equipment to solve puzzles. Mise-en-scène in this advert meets the conventions of this genre, this being such as horses, swords, magic items, and associated with fantasy and adventure. Non-diegetic sounds are used for the whole advert. First would be the music playing over the fushes. This type of music playing as a sense of excitement and encouragement, both both criticisms conventions of adventure. Secondly, the advert uses a voiceover that appears to sound like a character line from the game itself. This can help promote the game, as again it shows an in-game aspect showing the quality of the game, and fans may know who the voice belongs to when enjoying their past characters or work. Maslow Heresy of Needs. Like all TV adverts for most games, it helps to sell the product as a source of entertainment for self-enjoyment.